this trend of the Dubai chocolate is for the last months is going around. And then we had so many customers asking us that whether we could create our own Dubai chocolate. I think it's something very special if you can be a chocolatier in Switzerland, because it has such a long history and heritage of making chocolate. So when I was small, I wanted to become a ranger or gameskeeper here in the Swiss mountains because I loved animals. But then, to be honest, quite soon I discovered that love for chocolate. And so then I thought, why not become a chocolatier? Everything we do by hand must have an added value for the consumer. So in general, we have a lot of craftsmanship in decorating the pralines, because these are often steps that can hardly be done with machines. We have very little like molded bonbons that can be put by a machine into the packaging. So there again, we put all the very individual pralines into the packaging by hand. It's quite impressive when you see it in production. So a lot of craftsmanship going in there. So it took us actually over 20 different recipes and trials to find our specific take on the Dubai chocolate. So we didn't want to just copy-paste the recipe that was around, that you find everywhere. It was very important for us to bring these two cultures together. So we have the Middle East and all that wonderful heritage of the raw material, like the pistachios, the kataifi, all that amazing stuff. And we have Switzerland with its rich culture in chocolate making. And I thought that would be so amazing if we can bring these two together. So it all starts by caramelizing the sugar. So that needs to have that rich caramelized flavor. We pour it over the pistachios and then we grind it down until we have this pistachio paste. We have the kataifi that we have to take apart and then roast it in the oven on a sheet. And then we grind it down so that we have these crunchy kataifi pieces in the recipe. So then we mix together all the ingredients. So we have the pistachios in there, the kataifi, the chocolate, cocoa butter, salt. We mix everything together, nicely stir it, and then we are ready to put it in between the chocolate layers. First, there's one layer of milk chocolate coming into the mold. Then we add the Dubai filling. We don't want to have that too thin, so we want to keep that flavor in there, and then we finish it off with another layer of milk chocolate and then decorating it with the blonde chocolate. When I pour in the chocolate and put it into the mold, then I have to work quick because it sets quite quick. Recently I found some oldish documents from my grandfather, and there it was really stated in a wonderful way, like he was always obsessed with quality and freshness. So that's something that till now it's so close to our heart, only using the best ingredients. So one thing that is quite unique is we source the beans ourselves and produce the whole chocolate and even sell it in our own stores. So we really have that whole supply chain in our hands. To work with chocolate is one big passion of mine. So you can do so much with chocolate. So developing new recipes, you can do sculptures with it. It tastes amazing. So chocolate is for me the most amazing material. And every time I can work with it, it's really being in my own little world where I can create new things and finally make people happy. And that is very nice.